I know that there's an essence in black people that if you touch it right and bring it forward, that same black man that's doing what he's doing today will do something greater tomorrow. Malcolm is one of the best examples.
Out there in the big city, all you street people with an ear for the action, I've been asked to relay a request from the Grandmaster Ritz. It's a special for the warriors. That's that real live bunch from Coney, and I do mean the warriors. Here's a hit with them in mind,
So in terms of music, what would you say the old school had that the new school doesn't have?
We have art, creativity, genuineness, authenticity. The youth today, the majority, are not seeking authenticity because the society in which they live doesn't ask them to be authentic. It asks them to be other people, to model roles. It asks them to do that. It doesn't ask them to be themselves because there's consequences to being yourself.
Hip-hop didn't come into like 1978, and that came from Keith Cowboy. He was a member of the Grandmaster Flash, Furious 5. Cowboy always kept saying hip-hop and don't stop, and the word hip-hop came about right there because the day after the party, everybody would say that you go to the block party, where that hip-hop chant is hip-hop and it's joint. The word was out and started right there.
What is hip-hop? Where did it come from? How did it start?
All right. Hip-hop started in uptown Manhattan, Harlem, and the Bronx. People say the Bronx first. Sedgwick Avenue, I believe it is. Now, I'm from Queens. I grew up in Queens. In this time period, Queens made no noise. The only thing worse was Staten Island. There are 5 boroughs in New York: Bronx, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. Queens was known for nothing. In fact, the 5%ers called it the desert. Now, the Bronx had the most energy. It was the driving force of hip-hop. What they did was, in the schools, started cutting the music programs. Started taking the instruments out of school. This, therefore, they said would inspire this. We have no instruments, so we're gonna make some rap. Rap started to be created. Now, in the Bronx, the first ones, Bambaataa, Kool, Herc, Flash, Furious 5, and primarily rap was to highlight the DJs. The DJs would do all of these tricks with 2 turntables, catching what you call break, while the rapper would just talk about the DJ. So while the DJ did all these tricks and keep the party hot, you got $50 in your pocket, all the ladies, all the single ladies be quiet, throw your hands in the air. So one of the first to do that well was Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. They, I'm told, before the rapping, they were the first ones to start formulating like routines. And those routines were basically nursery rhymes said to their shit. To their DJ, who was Grandmaster Flash.
has been the man turning us against one another. We have been unable to see the truth because we have been fighting for 10 square feet of ground. Our turf, our little piece of turf. Crack, brothers, the turf is ours by fight. Our turf. Secure our turf. Because it's all our turf.
They were the first ones to do routines, and the routines got hot. Then you had groups, not in necessarily this order, but that became the stars of it. Kool Brothers, Force MCs, more and more routines and harmonizing and dressing up nice was the order of the day. There was certain then there were certain things that certain battles and certain places would have. Harlem World was a popular club spot. Later on, Mace named his group Harlem World, but that name wasn't made up by him. It was based upon a spot where shit used to go down. DJing, blah, 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 blah. There were elements, or 3 elements, in rap. There was the rapping, the graffiti, and basically the breakdancing. Oddly enough, rap was at the last in line in these 3 elements of interest. Graffiti was the first. Wild Style was a graffiti movie. Beat Street was a dancing movie.
Second base and trying to make it all the way home. But the inside word is that the odds are against it. Stay tuned, bunkers.
But some adults that you wanted to set the record straight on too. Who is Afrika Bambaataa?
Well, Afrika Bambaataa is one of the founding fathers who helped to mold this whole thing called hip-hop as a culture by giving it its name and bringing all these elements and naming it elements as the DJs, the MC, the aerosol graffiti artists, the B-boys and the B-girls, and who also gave you that 5th element, which the Universal Zulu Nation says knowledge, culture, and overstanding. And through the Universal Zulu Nation, the first family of hip-hop culture, we have spread this all over this great planet so-called Earth. And the Universal Zulu Nation stands for knowledge, wisdom, understanding, freedom, justice, and equality, peace, unity, love, and having fun, work, overcoming the negative to the positive, science, mathematics, faith, and the oneness of the Supreme Force, whether we call him, her, or it, Allah, Jehovah, Yahweh, Elohim, Jah, or the ancients of all the ancient names, Atum, Amun Ra, Amun Ra. We have also the great Kool DJ Herc and the great Grandmaster Flash, who are also architects of this whole movement that we call hip-hop today. We are sometimes called the Trinity, the Holy Trinity, for the three who helped to bring all the different foundations in this culture of hip-hop, and then all the pioneers who came and made it happen also through hip-hop. We don't like to say old school, we say true school, true school. What's your view on hip-hop right now? Well, there's many people who are still confused to what is hip-hop. Most people, when they say hip-hop, they automatically just think of the rappers and forget about all the other elements that makes this great culture called hip-hop. Many of them get caught up in the apartheid of, you got one side that will follow the rappers, then you got the other side that is truly with the whole hip-hop culture, which is what you see when we have like the Universal Zulu Nation anniversary, the Rocksteady Crew anniversary, the B-Boys and B-Girl Summit, and many of the summits that they have in Europe and other parts of the world, in Brazil, who us doing strictly the culture of hip-hop. Then you got others who don't care about the culture at all. They just want to know what's the last hot record that one of the rappers has put out, and they follow just the rap.
To their face when y'all ass is a peon. When them crackers get a hold of your ass and they decide to do away with you like they did Michael Jackson, I'm warning you, I'm telling you, they killed Michael Jackson.
I believe that.
When they ready to get rid of your ass, you are done. And your ass cannot come back to the hood.